And welcome back to the Tipsy Pixie. How can I help you?
Remy kind of just looks off to the staff. Male or female, human or elf variety.
The female has probably magically colored her hair this sort of silver blonde, which falls basically down to her knees, hooked in various places in gold. Kind of think Jasmine from the Aladdin Disney movie. What she's wearing is this sort of almost violet kind of silver gray shift that leaves a little bit to the imagination.
I think I would like to meet her, and she points to the silver-haired woman.
Oh, good choice.
I'm Alice. Hi.
Hi, I'm Remy.
Ah,
Crestwin.
wonderful to meet you. My training involves barbarian. That gives me stamina. Bye! Boom!
Remy's watching her. Hate to see you go, but like to see you leave.
We've met the most interesting people.
There's a figure leaning on one of the few solid walls in the kind of market area. Alice. Hi. Can I go along with you when you go? I'm still allowed to try to be a brass arrow whenever I want, but I can't get in and actually join another party because none of them take me seriously. Maybe it's because I'm a girl, maybe it's because I'm a blonde, I don't know. I could fight, and I've got some other advantages that I hope don't actually have to come into play. Not like that.
As far as I'm concerned, yeah, you'd be more than welcome. Anybody have any objections?
No objections at all.
I didn't think so. Hazel, I could see the hair. I kind of
burning colors and fury.
Remy, Nye, Proseth.
Nope.
Oh, Flitty.
Why?
Ask everybody. Why not?
I like her.
And so say all of us.
It's unanimous.
It's room lightning smile. Alice is actually yoinking one of the teeth. Offers it to Remy. War trophy?
I think you deserve it, to be honest.
I'm gonna take one too. It's got a lot of teeth.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm
Remy,
gonna
I'll
use
take
the
one
step.
I'm gonna reach down and just yank out one of the.
You're just.
Damn it!
She's actually leaning over to Remy and sort of going, you know, that was supposed to be like my version of romantic. He's fucking with it. It's really irritating.
It was much.
Have
It
I
was pretty
heard any of
romantic when
this?
you did it.
Yeah, now it just looks stupid. Yeah,
You touched me and I good. You did to me.
Yeah, she has that effect.
Stop being me. How did that work?
I just do a double take and just sort of around Remy like, ah!
From her back erupts a pair of glowing, translucent white gold wings.
Oh, that's real awesome.
It's weird, but I don't know about. They're not
Whoa!
just for show. And then lands.
So
You've got a lot of talents.
You know
I'm
about,
you
you know about tieflings, right?
Yeah.
You're like that, but for solars and that sort of deal.
Huh?
An
Angel.
Azimar, Hazel.
Thank you. I completely forgot the name.
I thought I was human. My parents were human. My parents were
Yeah,
asshats.
Remy's
Alright,
awesome that way.
You knew this, but yes.
Remy's awesome in a lot of ways.
Hmm.
I don't know how many of them you know about, but, you know.
Well,
Oh, please. Not like you're not getting booty.
I just wasn't expecting to learn that about Remy. Just been in the party with her. Forgot that was a thing.
You, Paylor's cutest little lesbian, can't fathom the idea of other women getting it on.
No, that's not what I can't fathom. That's fine.
Then what can't you fathom?
Remy specifically.
The armor comes off!
I was wondering where this was gonna wind up.
Gotta go.
Remy's going to. No, I guess not. Slide her drink over.
Is this good news or bad news? This is bad news.
Yeah, it's bad news.
Fuck. You got what you came for. How did you not make it?
We made it,
Um,
but the other thing we told you about.
we weren't supposed to tell you.
Yeah, we knew that.
And,
the governor's not happy at all.
And because of that, I don't get in? I can't stay here forever. I'm clearly too good at this to stay here forever.
You do have many talents, so
And
And
some of them I'd like to not have be my primary source of income. I'm gonna go punch something for a while,
that's fair.
and then I want to break some furniture. Are you in?
Sure.
Would not making any more demands of her help your case at all? You're sweet. You are. And you did a lot for me. Okay, it didn't work out so great. And I guess I did a lot for you, but let me do this one last thing for you. Let me make it a little easier. And if she has to focus on me for even a day, that's a day not focused on finding a house full of innocent kids.
I am getting up.
Don't sit your ass back down.
Complying immediately.
For the love of Baylor, let me do this thing that I know is probably getting onto a self-sacrifice thing with a certain amount of dignity. Given where I've been working the last little while, I'm gonna have a terrible lot of that. And hey, Remy? Actually, if it hadn't been a pay thing, I would have gone for you, not the other way around. This time, hands an envelope to Darvin. It's a bulky envelope. It's clearly got something inside beyond a note. This is from Alice.
Nope.
Remy,
Backing up.
grab
So Remy's making grabby hands at this. Are you actually trying to take it, or are you just?
Hey,
not snatchy, but more.
give me a minute.
firmly
I'll care.
grasping.
Give me a minute. Give me a minute. I will carefully open it.
2 notes. One's got the cupcake coterie written on the front. The other has Remy.
I will quickly hand Remy the one. There you go. Didn't even look.
Thank you.
Some things I don't want to know. Not my business.
It's actually very short. Dear Remy, it would have been nice, but short and sweet is good too. Thanks. The L word, I'll say. Not, she doesn't use the word, she just writes the L word.
The hour.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Oh, that's adorable.
No.
Aw. Okay, Remy will fold that up and stash it somewhere.
But there was this crazy blonde who basically yelled at people to crank the engines as hard as they would go, and then she sprouted wings!
Oh,
Where
we've met her.
is she?
I don't know! She was still on the ship when we bailed out!
oh no. Which direction was that going exactly? Do you recall? at all?
They look up at the stars, make some calculations, and point due north.
How much farther could it have gotten if it was going down?
Well, that depends on when it started going down and how. I mean, do you reckon Crazy Blonde could beat a dragon?
Yes.
No.
Shoot.
There is more blood further on. There is also a. It takes some prodding, but it stands out quite a lot in the sand because of the bright red color. It's a very heavy, sort of scaled, membranous kind of a thing.
That's
Is
it.
it-
Is that a
Is that a wing?
a wing?
That's a chunk of wing.
What in the hell did she do to it?
She winged it.
Remy was looking very proud and then I ruined it.
There is a red dragon, and it is very, very dead.
Oh boy.
So is the Azamar lying half under one of its claws, punctured straight through.
Who is that?
The
Person I was telling you about a minute ago.
breathes very deeply.
We're gonna need a lot more than just me and diamonds for this one.
What do you mean?
Actual sacrifice. Pick a thing, pick a vow, pick a... Pick a piece of yourself if you have to.
Remy going to take out Alice's letter, fix it over Body's heart, and just gonna hold up her Arthurian pendant in the other hand. Looking up, I've given everything to Tritherion for this quest, and I have no expectations after that, but whatever I can spare, whatever I have when I've completed those vows, because I failed them with Alice and she deserves the God's mercy for that.
She breathes just quietly, just the once, and then bugger! Ah!
Oh, praise Paylor.
Ah!
Oh, praise Paylor.
I paid 10 platinum for the. What the hell are you doing here?
Hi.
Ah!
Hi, Alice.
Hi.
Praise Paylor.
What?
Remy's trying to give her space, but she's kind of still.
What?
feeling
What? Just okay. Everybody's. What happened? What? Okay, I'm pretty sure that got me through the. What?
Yeah, you.
What the?
You're not
The
gonna
gods
feel
have
the next
shown
two-
mercy. Praise be.
Yeah, Hazel.
Remy's hesitating on going for the hug, but she
Oh, for
feels-
pity's sake! And then just.
Get over there,
throws
you.
Take it easy.
Yeah.
And I am.
Actually,
taking-
yeah, Remy's gonna do the lay on hands right now.
Okay.
Or,
Lay on hug.
10 points.
Lay on hug. Lay on hug.
Yeah, lay on hug for 10 points.
Yeah, plus her own 5. So.
That's adorable.
Are we like not talking or what?
No, we are. I want to be talking with you.
Oh my
You're-
God, you're bad at this. Would it be easier if I talked for a bit and then you can like nod vigorously or run screaming depending on how you feel about what I say? Would that help?
Yes. Yeah, she just says yes.
Because honestly, I'm too tired to give a shit. Okay, a lot of my life has not dealt with. I mean, I wrote the L word, okay? That's the closest I've come to anything like that, ever. My life has not exactly been safe to be L-wording at anybody, and I did it to you. And then you petitioned gods to bring me back from the dead. Do you realize that in the culture that I spent my post-teen years in, that's a marriage proposal? I didn't figure you knew that, so I'm just gonna say that as far as I'm concerned, I'd like to hope that that's more than just some really weird, fucked up Tritherian thing, which, I'm sorry, I've heard Tritherians paladins have a rallying call that goes something along the lines of an eye for an eye, I don't fucking care if you go blind. So, you know, I am getting to the point where I can actually use the word that I mean when I say the L word. I may not be there yet, but that's my problem. I kind of want to see where it goes, and that's part of why, when I'm a little bit less exhausted and fucked off with everything, I'm gonna come with you on this bullshit that you've got next. Just to help. Just to see where it goes. Just to see what happens. Because clearly, it's just is flinging us at each other in big handfuls. I am interested in exploring this, and I can't do it if you're brooding at least 10 feet away from me at all times. Can we start with an acknowledgement that maybe there's more than just good time girl thing shit going on here? Can we do
Remy. Yes.
that? Good.
Yes, we can do that. Remy slowly goes for the hug.
Alice A basically gives a sort of roll, a fuck that roll of the eye, and Moulin Rouge style kiss going on there. Okay, we've sorted that out. I need to get some sleep. Go talk to those people, because if Hazel's making that noise, I know that noise. Another snog and just go back to sleep.
Okay. Remy walks out in a little bit of a daze.
A little must around the hair.
Maybe met the in-laws, because I think they're probably married or bound together for eternity now.
What?
You, what did you feel when there was the thing that we brought her back with? What did you feel? Like, specifically, sensations, tingling, anything?
I don't need to know that!
Shut up!
Awkward.
Yeah, you be quiet. Hazel. What does that have to do with anything?
What did you feel? Say it, and I will explain.
There was a lot of feelings. Okay, Remy just goes up to Alice. You're amazing, and she kind of holds up the bag. You're also kind of rich now. Can Remy grab Alice very quickly?
Yes.
She's waiting until everyone else is knocked out.
I'm checking on everyone and making sure that.
Nice, just
Sides up.
I'm
Next
just
to
sitting
Alice
outside.
goes
Yeah.
for the handhold. It looks for. I know you want to protect me, and I'm not going to tell you not to do your thing, but I'm also the one in armor.
Look, I was perfectly happy to let it try on you. I didn't know. I don't really... I know how cleric magic works to a point. I don't know what yours does. You challenged it. I thought it was a magical thing, and I didn't know that hitting it was gonna turn it back on me. Last time you did that, it actually worked. When I hit it on the way over to you, I killed it. How am I supposed to know?
No, that part's fine. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna ever tell you not to hit things that need hitting. That's great. What you do there is great. I just wanted to.
Dude, I'm trying to protect all of you. It's what I do as much as you do. So tell you what, why don't we present a united front to protect the squishy bunch?
That's a good idea.
Because I know you're okay with me maybe sticking around longer.
They're gonna be okay with it.
I've got to ask them. It's polite. You do remember what polite is, right?
Kind of.
We'll try to remind you. Full on smooch and then walks back to the tent. Because that's her way of shutting Remy up.
Yeah, it's pretty effective.
They're adorable.
Besides, I imagine that somebody's parents will be happy enough to have their daughter drop in and say hello.
Would Ava ever
have
done?
Yeah, Remy looks double takes to. I would say yes.
Well,
I suppose we should do that.
Well, I can make myself scarce. I just
no.
Barking and shaking his head.
Remy shoots a look at Darwin and I.
Look, I just figured that you're basically one of the few people here whose parents aren't gone shitheads or both.
Yes, and they will want to meet you.
When Remy goes up to divest of her armor, she'll see Alice in... It's not finery, but it's an actual dress, and not the diaphanous thing that she was normally wearing. But main thing about it is that the front is quite a high neck, but it's largely backless down to about the waist, and the reason for that is to show off the goldish wing tattoos across her shoulder blades. Ta-da! She's actually had to pull her hair out of the way to show that off.
Remy does a very slow. more than a once over.
I know we don't have time to do over much, particularly when you've got to peel out of that, but you can show your appreciation later.
Yes. Remy steps up to Alice, the hands on her shoulders. You look great.
Thank you.
But are you sure you're up for this? It's been a day.
It's been a day, but a girl's gotta eat, and you know.
That's very true.
Look, they know I'm coming, or they know a certain number of people are coming.
Yes.
What kind of questions are they gonna ask you if you turn up a person short?
Okay. Remy's? She's puts an arm on Alice. This is
Remy, I will meet. Goodness, hello. I will meet people later. What happened? You're trying to avoid this. You have never shown me a romantic interest that eagerly in your life. What happened? And she's just looking at Hazel at this point. She's actually just kind of embarrassed because kind of talked her into that. Gotta admit though, it goes with this. Points at the wings on her back. Thing is that Corey knows Alice is shading things a bit, she kind of gives this little, yeah, okay, you're standing up for my daughter kind of nod. And it's a pleasure to meet you. Alice, was it? Mm-hmm. Featherfall. That hair. When you were about... Yeah, I used to haunt the place. Well, welcome back. Amazing you missed my daughter for years and found her in Alzor High?
Yeah, bar and Alzor High. Things happen.
At this point, Amel is just making this kind of noise. Well, because there's so many of you, we've had to set things up on the roof, so if you all would like to follow me. Amel actually stops Remy for a second, hands Puffy, the little Pomeranian, to Hazel as they all usher back up the stairs. They just sort of put a hand on Remy's shoulder in that very much a private word. I'm not going to stop your mother from asking leading questions about the various things that you don't want to talk about. I'm not going to join her either. I will, however, say this one thing, and then we're going to go back to us both pretending that I don't know that you have a sex life. You, my daughter, have exquisite taste. And walks up the stairs.
Thanks. Great.
Wow.
I'm just determined to mortify Emmy.
Thank you for that.
Corey does mention in a leading kind of way that I've been hearing stories about a young lady with wings who killed a red dragon, and Alice is just, yeah, that was me.
Yeah, Remy, she told. As she was saying, Alice is very impressive.
Do demonstrative well. You're happy with her.
Yes, very much so.
I will bite my tongue about the lack of grandchildren then. You tell her to be good to you or she's gonna answer to me. I don't care if she killed a dragon.
Of course.
Kisses Remy on the forehead. Retrospective. As you step towards what appears to be the main building, it really is like it's like Grand Central Station and then some. The windows are all stained glass, and they all seem to be of some ancient hero of story and song. The floors are marble, there's brass chasing everywhere. The place gleams. And it's crowded. There's an awful lot of people. And there's a big old timepiece in the center that the face of it is actually mirroring the sunset sky. And you can actually see it fading towards twilight. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if I'm gonna get in trouble for this or not, but this is new and this is spiffy and I want a new look on it. Wings. That looks at Remy. Up?
No,
I push him forward. Put forward.
I think the people have spoken. It grabs her under the arms and whoop!
Away!
And at which point she sort of, Remy turns her around and goes, "This is about as public as I'm ever gonna get, so work with me here, kiss." At which point
she starts to comment about making a scene and it gets cut off.
Don't want to hear it. Having a good time, Lance.
Remy, told something behind her back. Scoots up beside her.
Okay.
I have a present for you with some amount of help from the assorted children, apparently.
Okay.
She just, holds out the necklace.
That's... Wow. Thank you. Why? You're not a jewelry gifting kind of person ordinarily, so...
Well, ordinarily we're not going to many jewelry shops, and when we might have had the opportunity, there are other more pressing concerns.
Fair.
But
okay.
also, Lyra has a plan, and I actually need that back for very briefly.
Okay.
But it's important. It's important. She's gonna.
No, I trust you. Obviously. I'd love to hear a little bit more about why, but if you don't want to tell me, I'll just trust that it's important.
She's going to do a protective blessing, and she can't bless just anything. It has to be something important.
Well, then she's got the right thing.
Remy just considers and just leans over, kiss her cheek.
Door opens. And that's an awful lot of Crown's Guard. Oh, fuck the lot of you.
Remy rushes to her feet.
Okay. There's a lot of you, there's two of us. What do you want? And they just sort of point at Alizé. You, come with us. You, point at Remy, and the expression on her face, stay here. Alizé sort of looks for Remy like, what are you thinking about this?
How many Crows Guard?
6.
I knew you'd be. I knew you'd be that one.
Remy's eyeing the doorway and the in them.
Okay.
Okay, just could you give us a moment?
Alizé just sort of steps over to do not give me any shit over this ring.
Okay. Remy kind of steps up closer to her, takes her hands, and then very subtly tries to cast Hunter's Mark.
He says, Remy's hands is great. It's gonna be okay.
I know, just... I'll see you soon.
Steps over like, okay, fine, you take your half-handbag leader. At which point, one of them cups her up the back of the head. Yeah, no, that does actually. Ow.
Remy takes a half step before she restrains herself.
Remy is more or less treated to the sight of Alizé treated much like it was before. Very thoroughly restrained, and in her case, she does get gagged. And that's the last thing that Remy sees before the door shuts, locks.
Remy puts on her, starts putting on her armor.
At least she got the time to do that. Okay.
Which spell did she throw at us just now?
That was chain lightning. That was her action.
Ouch!
Movement. She's ooching over there, grabbing Alizé by the hair, and with the quickened plane shift. I don't think you're close enough.
Precisely what I wanted to avoid. Shit.
And you can't cast because your hands are
Yeah,
too...
my hands are blocked. Yeah, I'm still. Second, I see the sister grab Alice. I'm just screaming, but I mean, obviously, nothing I can fucking do.
Remy also screams. So he runs forward. Remy restrainedly hurries up to Beth. You need to plane shift us right now. Can you do that?
No, but I can do something nearly as good.
Okay.
What do you mean?
The plane shift that came from here went to the Shadowfell. Thankfully, it's not so much reliant on portals. Not always, anyway. There are thin places between the world Saints and the Feywild, and they can be traveled to.
I put a tracking spell on her, but I need to be in the same plane, I think, and it won't last very long. Zeriel.
There's a sense that somebody's listening.
I know what I have to do. I'm not sure if the tracking spell is still holding or if it will last long enough for us to, by the time we make it to the Shadowfell, to pick up her trail. Can you help me? Thank you. I'm going to find her.
It's spindly and cadaverous, and its head is mostly mouth. Bipedal, almost humanoid beyond any of that rather unfortunate claws. It's seen an intense amount of damage, but unfortunately so has Alice. They've been trying the dagger pretty clearly and not doing too bad a job, but she was already injured. And by the time you guys get there, barely conscious. Alice sort of stuck in this thing's grip as it basically gnaws on her shoulder.
He hacks off the arm, holding on to Alice, and then
both of them, but yeah, okay.
Goes through both elbows, and then hacks at its chest as it falls, and then again, for good measure.
Well, that's the thing. She's hacking at this thing, and next to Alice is just thud. I'd say I can manage the ladders, but I really don't want that.
And me.
You are definitely taking the lift.
You are getting on that lift, yeah.
I said, didn't I?
And I'm gonna go over to Alice and...
Alice, please. Yes, it does. Remy scoots her chair close up to Alice and puts an arm around her.
You ever do that again, I swear I am going to lock you in a cupboard.
Yeah, but I could teleport out of the cupboard.
Oh my god, I love you, Nods.
That's... You see, that's the thing. We don't know what most of this shit can do. I'm heading Bookbow and Dragonward. I have some personal funds to replenish, excuse me, and out she goes with another word.
Remy follows.
I'm going to...
You don't have to come! You're just gonna...
I don't have to, but I want to.
Okay, but you're just gonna sit in a corner with an ale blushing yourself to death.
That sounds fine.
we have actually an oralness gift for you, Bree. Giving her the look of distract them, for fuck's sake. That would be the locket.
Oh yeah. Remy fumbles to dig that out of a belt pouch and steps up to her mother. And pushes that into her hand.
Unwraps it. Looking like, I suppose I partially understand why you were part of why you were spending so long in the julep, Corey. Just open the box, Corey. Opens it, and what's inside is a rather pretty locket with just a simple oval locket with a starburst pattern in it. When she opens it, there's a sort of little silent image of Alice and Remy, sort of as much cheek to cheek as you can be when Remy's so much shorter. And Alice is, Remy is more looking at Alice than forward, and the smile is kind of adorable, and she's just a certain amount of. You know how you've talked about Bree not bringing anybody home, and you don't know whether that's because there was never anyone to bring home or not, and you're not going to speculate because that would be fucking rude? Well, I've never had anyone to bring people home to, and I've never had anyone to bring home until her. So this is embarrassing as hell, and it's pushing in directions I really don't want it to go anymore, and I am going to go get an actual drink. Pops the wings and gone.
Mom wanted you to know that she's very sorry, regardless, for getting a little too ahead of herself.
It's not like I don't get it, but, you know, I've kind of been hoping that maybe there'd be a little bit more chill, or that, you know, like you said, you'd try to shut it down before it got too stupid. I held out as long as I could, but it got stupid.
Things are going very fast for her, too. So.
I know, but all I'm saying is there's got to be more than just, oh my god's mother.
I'll try next time.
It's fine. You're not that way demonstrative. You don't use words that way. We may have to teach you one of these days, but I'm the one who uses words that way. Maybe that's why we match up so well.
One of many reasons.
Yeah, but I'm focusing on that one for the time being because I got her to shut up. Leans a little on Remy's shoulder. It's like, I mean, your mother, damn!
Yeah, it can be like that with her.
At least I know she accepts me. If she didn't, she'd be chasing me out of the house with a broom or a sword. Come on, we gotta have a laugh sometimes. It may be haha only serious, but it's. Although I guess very little can beat the absurdity of your mother chasing out anybody who would be someone you would consider a suitor with a broom.
A broom or something heavier.
Fair play, poker, sword,
rolling pin,
chair.
Chair, definitely chair.
You come by it honestly, gotta give you that. Anyway, you did not have to chase after me. I am fine. I am just getting the view.
I know, but I did have to.
I know. I'm just saying, you know, sometimes, you know, I see where you get it from. You're just quieter about it. When Crest wins love, they do it unapologetically and so completely that you're just like, okay, wow. It's fine. I'm teasing you. I make a good point, which is why you're uncomfortable right now.
Yes, I know.
But I don't mind, really. I'm just saying, in case you felt obligated. You know, if I really minded, you know you'd know. You've seen how you'd know. And you're not going back until I do, are you?
Nope. We can stay here as long as you like.
I'm not having you sit up here for the next little while. Besides, it would involve leaving them alone. And the last time we did that, there were geese.
I did tell them to take it easy, considering I have to get up tomorrow morning.
Yeah, but
And also,
that's drunk.
there are-
But that's not geese. She did. Whoever did the geese sober.
There is also early RLMS presence, so.
Oh crap. Yeah, okay. It's been that kind of day. Come on. Remy. She recognizes this kind of setup. It's small. Jay's standing right about there in what appears to be a rather small arena. There's a crystal kind of box thing, and inside what appears to be a rather familiar humanoid blonde, basically smacking at the inside of it. You hear nothing, and she looks incredibly fucking frustrated. When she sees who's turned up, there's yet more hitting, and then she pauses long enough to make that particular gesture. Which point the Archfey waves a hand, and the entire thing turns non-transparent green.
What do you want?
Well, entertainment. Usually, that's what we're going for here. It shouldn't be quite as onerous as it was the last time. Of course, there are certain conditions involved, obviously, because that is how we do things here, but we've got a bit of a problematic being that requires some dispatching. And you kill that, and you get to see your friends and your lover again. And yes, you get to go home. Doesn't that sound nice?
I kill it, and you bring me and Alice and the rest of my group exactly where we were before.
Of course.
Remy summons her sword.
But what you have is mid-height humanoid, probably male, or at least bits of it are, because in its minimal clothing, you see stitch marks at various joints. Its face is largely without expression, and it carries a pair of hand axes. This creature lands unconscious and bleeding out at your feet. Finish it.
Let me see Alice.
When the last gasp of this creature finishes, the illusion drops. And lying at Remy's feet, in a puddle of her own blood, is Alice.
Remy manages not to scream. She very hurriedly fumbles to dismiss her sword and grab the diamond, and then grab Alice. Ziriel, let her have my strength. She casts Revivify.
Before you know whether it worked or not, it goes black again. You turn up over by this scree pile, and over where the tent is, sort of out there someplace, a little bit far away to be able to see much of anything, is an, at the very least, unconscious Alice, soaked in blood.
Remy screams for Alice.
Well,
I hear that
it's
right now.
A lot.
okay, given this has been a bit of a stressful situation, Ava, you trip over Alice's prone body, and whoop, thump.
Guys, get out here now!
Remy runs towards somebody else. The sound of somebody else shouting.
Yeah, well, you saw Ava come out the tent, sort of trip over Alice's body, and then immediately sort of down, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, kind of thing. And you don't even know if she's alive. Mostly at this point, because Ava's in the way.
Remy pushes Ava out of the way.
Remy hits her knees on the ground next to Alice, and she kind of opens her eyes like, oh, fuck.
Remy gets up and stomps off to the edge of the perimeter. The little camp.
I help Alice there.
Okay, I'm gonna go and be with her for a second, cause shit happened, and I really need to reassure her, like, a lot. But before... No, I'm not bleeding out anymore, it's okay. Are you guys okay?
Go take care of you. Go take care of Remy.
You were right the first time. Walks over to where Remy is. It's a hand on her shoulder.
You need to get some rest.
Hazel said I need to take care of me. This is part of that. You didn't know.
I thought he would do something to you, but not that.
Hell with this and kiss.
Remy very gently holds her.
Hey, none of that, you. I'm not that breakable. I know you feel the same way, but you need to understand, and I guess now you do. I would rather... If her situations were reversed, it wouldn't be the same, because I can't bring you back. And there's no guarantee we get to Hazel in time.
I know.
It was our way out. Yeah, it hurt. Only physically. Don't beat yourself up over this. I'm not even gonna... It's not a thing. Okay?
I'll try.
I didn't have a moment with your sword in my heart. That means you paused before a killing blow. It's not your fault that he made you wait until the wounds finished me. You paused, you thought. That's... Given the situation you were in, that's a damn miracle.
Just glad you're okay.
I just need you to be.
I'm okay enough.
No, we need to not have the enough. We're okay. This is not you. This is that jackass.
I know. It's just...
No, you repeat after me. This is that jackass.
This is that jackass.
If you go flinching away from me because of what just happened, he wins. I'm not gonna let that jackass win, and I'm not letting him take anything else from me.
Remy, closer, closer again.
There you go. Just try to keep that in mind. Don't let him win.
I won't.
No, I'm not going back and relaxing unless you're with me, okay?
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Remy kind of lifts her head at the sound, but when there isn't further sound, she just...
Yeah, the roar kind of got Alice going. Nah, we're good. But, you know, eventually it's just kind of... There has been no repeat of the loud noise. I'm not hearing screaming. I'm not hearing the silence of death either. We should probably check anyway.
I guess. It seemed like a not so silent image sort of thing.
Yeah, but none of them can do that.
That's a good point, isn't it?
So, you know, I'm hearing what I think is quiet talking now, but it's best to check.
Alright.
Come on, you. Gives her a kiss on the forehead and he rolls out. Alice hands Clarity the map and lets her and Hazel kind of lead the way, and arranges herself more sort of towards the end of the line. Kind of, if Remy's not kind of taking the usual next to her space, kind of nudges her in that general direction. So, we've known each other for, what, like a couple of months now? Taking into account, like, travel time and everything?
Yeah, sounds right.
And it's not very long in the grand scheme of things, is it?
No.
Thing is, what with how fraught everything gets, it's kind of hard to remember that when all that I can ever think of is the color of your eyes and the light of your smile. And you know what? I don't know how your people do anything like this, and honestly, the people have this whole thing because it's not usually done, and it's a lot more in gesture that you wouldn't actually get because it took you like a month to figure out the first one. So I'm gonna have to try and figure this out on a first principles kind of basis. Soon it may be, but fuck it. You want to get married?
Remy jerked to a halt.
You don't have to answer now. I'm just asking the question.
Remy... Yes.
Everybody heard the yes. Darvin, Froseth, and Barnabas are the only ones who heard what the yes was to, and Barnabas heard every single shred of that conversation, up to and including Remy giggling like a schoolgirl. Probably because he was the one, directly in front of them. So, at which point, it's just kind of, hold up, I need to kiss this one for a second, and Moulin Rouge kind of situation. And of course, Hazel and Clarity and Ava are just like, okay, whereas Darvin's doing that.
If you've never seen a Minotaur squeak, you're seeing it right.
Yeah, so Darvin's doing that. Barnabas is made of squee. Froseth?
Froseth, as usual, is collected, but there is an obvious smile there. Yeah.
Okay, we missed something. I'm just looking from one to the other, waiting for an answer.
It's really for them to share.
Fine.
Finally says, like, oh look, we have an audience.
My back is to them, but I'm still like...
Yeah, but still.
Yeah.
And this is kind of like, okay, are you telling them, or am I? I think 3 of them already know.
You can.
Okay, well, yeah, it's the bard thing. We'll default to that, shall we? In what might well be the most awkward way possible, because I don't really know her culture's way, and my culture's way is complicated. In really awkward way, I asked her to marry me, and she said yes.